See, welcome everybody to the Win Network, guys. This is the Wealth Investors Network where all we do is WIN, and that's win, okay? We also want to show you how to win personally and financially, okay? Because in order to see your financial success, you must, you must see, of course, personal success, okay? And I think that's very, very important that we understand how the two go hand in hand, financial development and also personal development. So let's really get into it, okay? I want to talk about what is our statement. What are we here for, okay? The win statement is to enrich, empower, and to educate others, right? And what I mean by that is we want to give you the tools and resources so you can go out in here and build what you need to build, whether you do it alone or whether you do it with the team. One thing I think is important in the word empowerment is the ability to teach a man how to fish, right? Because if you teach a man how to fish, he can eat, for a lifetime. But if you give the man a fish, he can only eat in that one sitting. My goal is to help 1,000 families be able to learn how to fish in the financial markets and also in their personal lives as well, because it's so important that everyone understands, the impacts that those things are going to make, for everyone, okay? But let's talk about our conditioning. See, this is where we messed up at, because our conditioning has been told us to go to school, get good grades, and do what? Get a job, right? That's all we've been told to do. So we don't know anything else. We think anything outside of that is a scam. So we see selling Avon, we see Mary Kay, hey, we see Herbalife, hey, we see what is it? Prepaid legal, things like that, network marketing. We say, oh, that's a scam. We feel like it's a scam because we haven't been taught the proper way about these channels. And actually, these channels are what really propels entrepreneurship to another level, okay? And you want to get out of that mindset, because the educational system and the public school system, to me, was there to drain our creativity, to encourage us to be disciplined, to those who really don't know really what's going on, not to go against our teachers, not to go against disciplinarians, right? To not think outside of the box, but really just listen and regurgitate what they're telling us to do, right? And also that diminishes our intelligence because we're no longer thinking for ourselves. We're thinking based on a system, or these teachers or the people who write these textbooks are wanting us to think and do, okay? And I don't think that's right. So let's talk about it right now. If you're on this call, whether you're on live, whether you're on the Zoom right now, I'm talking to you, okay? Do you feel you're at a crossroad in life and you feel that you are meant for something more, right? I know I do, and I know you should too, right? You should want more for your life. No matter where you're at, you should want more, right? And I want to tell you guys the 4 ways of making money. If you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, you may have known or heard that he actually founded or created the cash flow quadrant. And what the cash flow quadrant does is really breaks down the 4 ways of making money. As we stated, we already know one way, right? And that's the one way we've been taught in school. And that's to be an employee, right? And guess what? 60% of the population live here because that's what we've been conditioned to do. So the majority will live here, right? That means you work hard, you have no type of security, and guess what? And you have no time because you're always working. You're exchanging your time for money. So if you don't go to work and give up your time, guess what? You don't get paid. And that's not the way to create or have any type of leverage. So some people say, hey, if you want to do things the right way, it's best that you do them yourself, right? And the only way to do it yourself, you go into the position of being now self-employed, okay? And in the self-employed quadrant, guess what? You now got larger debts. You now have more insufficient funds. And guess what? If you don't work, you still don't get paid, right? Even a dentist, if a dentist doesn't see patients, guess what? Or clients, he doesn't get paid. If a doctor doesn't see patients, they don't get paid. If a hairdresser doesn't do hair, if a barber doesn't cut hair, guess what? He does not or she does not get paid, right? So there's still no leverage, okay? And this is where 35% of the population live. So let's talk about on the left side of the quadrant, 95% of the population lives, but they only control 5% of the wealth, right? Those numbers aren't adding up. So Travis, where's that 95% of the wealth? And that's on the right side of money, right? You always want to be right about money, right? So this is your business owners. These people create systems, right? And system stands for save yourself time, effort, and money. For example, the owner of McDonald's, right? He has people that purchases McDonald's, and he gets 1% or a percentage of every McDonald's, right? And Mr. John Paul Getty said, hey, I would rather have 1% of 100 men's effort than 100% of my own effort, because the best business you can have is the one that's going to work and you don't have to work it, right? You don't have to be there to work it. And I think that's important, right? Because here now you have easy work, you have stability, you have spare time, right? That's what we wanted. We want to have free time to do the things that we want to do, to spend time with the people that we want to spend time with, not be forced, right? And not have to go on a vacation just to live life once or to get a life experience. But now we can really go out here and live life. And this is 4% of the population, right? Only 4% are going to go into that passive income stream, right? Only 4% are going to take that risk to say, hey, I want to start a business because I would rather, struggle or work hard on my fortune than to work hard for 40 years to get 40% to then retire off 40% of the amount I was struggling with. And I worked 40 hours a week for those 40 years. You see what I'm saying? That's the scam. We want to get away from the scam, okay? But then we have the 1%ers. We have the investors. We have the traders like myself who now are trying to get out of debt, get plenty of money, and figuring out how money can work for you rather than you work for money, because money should be a tool, but only 1% live here, right? And as I talked about, there's 5% on that right quadrant, but guess what? That 5% has that 95% of the wealth that the other quadrant does not have, right? They have 95% of the population, but they don't have the wealth to back it up. The business owners and investors employ those employees and self-employed, right? They create, for example, the business owner buys the strip mall where now the barber is paying a monthly rent so they can actually be self-employed. You see what I'm saying? Or the business owner created a Fortune 500 company with millions of employees that's going to generate millions of dollars for them. And that's how we do it. And then the investors, right, they sit at home on their laptops, on their phones, and actually trade and make investments right from their phones or their PCs, right? So they've really found the way to do it. Guess what? And guess what vehicle that we're using to do it? We're using the currency markets, right? That's the foreign exchange market, a $5.3 trillion a day market. Guys, this is 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And guess what? You can actually trade these currencies without having the physical cash. And that's the beauty of technology and having a smartphone, right? And why I call it smartphone money, but also now Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Okay, this is anticipated to hit $11 trillion in market cap, right? For people to say, hey, I don't think Bitcoin is real, I don't think this is real, $11 trillion is in this market cap right now. So there are people that are investing a lot of money here, okay? And it's a global form of accepted payment. There's over 5,000 plus Bitcoin ATMs in the world as of right now. As of last year, there was 4,000. So every year seems to be growing by 1,000 a year. And of course, other cryptocurrencies, and again, can be traded without owning a physical asset. And I do 90 to 95% of my trading right from my smartphone or my PC, right? So let's talk more about it, right? Now it's time to take control of your financial future. And to get started, with my business, with Trade the Trends and our Win Network, hey, the setup is going to take minutes, right? Between 30 and 45 minutes. Of course, if you have quiet time, you don't get disrupted. It's going to take you a full 30 to 45 minutes to get everything set up. You want to get your brokerage account, how to fund your brokerage account, how to use the software and tools that we have available. That's going to allow you to learn and earn in this large market and actually multiply your money on a daily and weekly basis, like myself and my team does also, right? So I'm going to show here. So people who are on the Zoom, they're going to see some profits that range from $11, $6, $20, $38, $22, $28, $31, $200, $100 here, and also a month where I actually was able to do $1,500 in a month's time, as well as to do $445 in a month's time, but also in a 3 month period to do about $1,500 in a span from January 2nd through March 26th, which at that point would be about 3 months, was able to do $1,500. I've been able to average about $400 to $500. And again, I have to make the disclaimer, past profits does not guarantee future profits, because I cannot guarantee what the future or what the market holds tomorrow, next week, or even next month, or even next year, right? But we do have the tools that are going to allow you to be 90% successful in this market, because it's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. And it's going to take and reduce that learning curve for you because we have the ability to utilize technology, right? So, hey, you know, if you ever saw The Wolf of Wall Street, you probably seen the video I'm showing. It says, hey, listen, man, I quit. He showed me this Forex thing and I'm on my way. And technology already is taking jobs. But guess what? Now they can help you make profits with the artificial intelligence and software and things we have going, okay? So if you want to get involved, please get back to the person that showed you this video. Send me a message or comment that, hey, I want to be involved. Send me a message and I can get you the information and get you set up, get the ball rolling and get you profitable within the first 7 days, which is my goal. Because if in the first 7 days you don't see the profits that you're looking for in week one, hey, guess what? There's a 7-day money back guarantee that I love about what I have to offer. Because if you're not making and seeing the moves you want to make in the first 7 days, hey, we don't deserve your business. We don't deserve your money. So here, take it back in full, okay? But now I'm going to transition to our affiliate side. And basically this means is that word of mouth marketing. The best marketing out there is word of mouth. Wouldn't you love it if you told somebody about The Lion King and they went and saw it, and The Lion King will, you know, the producer or director, whatever, would send you a check, right? But guess what? They don't. We do all this word of mouth marketing on social media saying, hey, you should try this restaurant. You should go here to see this movie. Hey, you should actually buy this car. You should go to this dealership. And guess what? We don't do any of that. But what we have here in our affiliate marketing program, which I love, is the power of word of mouth, okay? You know, because the products that we have, the service we have is going to make money for you. So what's eventually going to happen is you're going to share an awesome experience, because that's what we do. We have good experiences, we share them. So when you have a good experience that, hey, man, I'm doing this in the market, I'm seeing this happen in the market, guess what? You're going to share this. So basically, if you're looking to share this with just 3 people, guess what? Company's going to say, hey, we're going to give you this for free. If you share this with 3 people and help 3 people be successful, guess what we're going to do? We're going to help you by paying your full subscription, and you don't have to pay for it. But again, if you help your 3 get their own 3, and now you have a business of 12, we're now going to pay you $600 a month in residual income. One thing that I understand about residual income is that we have residual bills. Why not have residual income, right? That cable bill comes same time every month, right? Residually, right? That gas bill, that car note, that mortgage, that rent comes residually every month, but we don't know anything about residual income, which makes no sense, and why I feel this is so impactful. So now you have a business of 35. If you have a business of 35, the company says, hey, we're going to pay you $1,500 a month. That's going to be paid out in increments per week, okay? And it goes on from there. So with 90 people in your organization, that's $3,000 a month in residual income, guys. And you can see Legend, if you have at this point 60,000 plus people in your organization, the company will pay you $1 million per month, guys. So you can go from being an icon to being a mogul to being a legend, okay? And I think this is key, because you want to get involved and you want to actually get started right now, guys. And it's important that we get this ball rolling. You understand what's going on. You get involved, because you don't have to recruit, right? And I like to tell people that. People say, do I have to, you know, run the business? Say no, because the product itself is money, and it multiplies money for you. So if you want to just live in a dark room under a rock and just multiply your money by utilizing our software and artificial intelligence technology, that just all it does is make our trading experience easier. You are still in full control of your settings, your inputs, and things of that nature. But guess what? It's time to make money. It's time to join a team. It's time to get started, and it's time to win. The whole goal is to win 2019 now. So get back to the person who showed you this. Get back to me. Send me a comment. Send me a DM, and let's get the ball rolling. Let's close out 2019 with the bang, so we can go into 2020 with clear vision, okay? I appreciate everyone joining. I appreciate y'all looking at everything I have going on. I want to see everybody at the top, y'all, because it's the bottom that's way too crowded.